Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going?
It's going well, Steven. How are you guys?
Can't complain, can't complain. Did you watch any of the awards over the weekend, the SAG Awards, the
Uh,
NAACP
no,
highlights?
I didn't know. I didn't know any awards were going on this weekend, which I guess is kind
Aren't
of
you
a
an
fail
actor?
on me. But say what?
Aren't you an actor?
Yeah, I'm not in the guild yet. Once they get me in the guild, maybe I'll start paying attention. But no, I heard a lot about the SAG Awards,
Yeah,
Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was just winning all the awards. So
exactly. I didn't realize I was the
yeah,
first
yeah,
Asian man and female to win those awards. At the SAG.
yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, yeah. Hope we'll stop having first soon in time.
Exactly.
I'll let y'all take it away, movie reviews. Oh, and I
Sure.
did see the Waz man or whatever. I did see that.
I can't wait to hear your review of this movie. But I'll kick us off.
All right, good.
I didn't get to see Ant-Man and Wasp, which is the name of the film,
Oh, oh,
but not Wasp Man.
right.
But I did. I'm still trying to catch up on the Oscar movies, and this time I went to go see The Fablemans, and this is the Steven Spielberg film based on a boy growing up in the 50s and 60s who develops this love for film while his family moves around and they kind of have some issues. And it's kind of an autobiographical film based on Steven Spielberg's life and his parents. And everything like that. And it was, you can, it's 2.5 hours long, first of all. So it's, first of all, way too long. And you can definitely see that in the film. There are several moments where you can go to the restroom, you can leave, get a snack, get back, and you'll be fine. It drags a lot. And Steven Spielberg is a great director. There's no question there. But this one did feel a little off. This is a movie he's been wanting to make since the early 2000s, and he finally gets to tell the story about kind of his upbringing. And there are a lot of great moments and like fun scenes and very cinematic moments, but in the end, there's not much there. It dipped a little bit into interesting parts, but then again, it kind of just moved on. So what I'd say is, I, I don't think it's a bad movie by any means, but it's not something I would recommend to anyone. And with the big Oscar contention, again, I still think Everything Everywhere is going to be our winner, especially with the recent awards. But if you're a Spielberg fan, check it out. It's getting good ratings, it gets good reviews, but again, it wasn't for me. I needed something a little bit more. Um, that being said, that's the only film I was able to catch. Otherwise, I'm still catching up on, or still watching Last of Us, which had another great episode last night. So if you haven't seen it yet, or if you need to catch up, please do. I think there you got 2 or 3 episodes left. So if you're waiting to binge it, then just, in a few weeks, you'll be able to do that. And then Abbott Elementary still hits,
Mm,
and it still is the best comedy on TV right now, probably in the past few years.
yeah,
So keep watching that because I mean, I just can't get enough of it.
yeah.
So about the Fablemans, what do you see the appeal for the Oscar? Where's the appeal?
It's there's two appeals. One, it's Spielberg, so he already gets a leg up, and he's done a lot of great movies. And then Hollywood loves movies about themselves, so of course this is a person who wants to be a director, who wants to make movies. He makes movies in the film, so I think those are the two biggest factors that contributed to it being nominated.
So politics.
Yeah, yeah, and as we've said before, everything, all these award shows are all about marketing and politicking and really like getting your film out there or your song out there or how you as a record company or a studio want to promote your films that you released last year. And this one was definitely, I feel like, one of those. And we got to remember too, when the Oscars opened it up to 10 nominations for Best Picture, they did that with a reason to get more people to watch. the Oscars, and I don't think this movie falls in that category. But this is why you get Top Gun Maverick, and you get movies like that to kind of really bring in the general crowd. So it gives them a little more room to bring in some of these movies like The Fabelmans, which probably wouldn't have gotten nominated with the smaller base.
Got it. Cool. I didn't go to the movies either this weekend. I said in another segment, I did go to the theater this weekend, and I did go see a production of The Color Purple, which wowed me because I wasn't expecting for it to be as good as it was. Even though it was The Color Purple, it was so off Broadway. I was just looking for a performance, but I was wowed. Original songs, um, dynamic talents, it just blew me away. So yeah, if you have an opportunity to see an off Broadway production of The Color Purple, please check it out. And maybe touring to a city near you.
Awesome.
So I saw this documentary. It's called No One Saw a Thing, and it's about the murder of Ken Rex McElroy out of Skidmore, Missouri. And basically, Mr. Ken Rex McElroy was allegedly the bully of the entire town. And what the entire town decided to do was murder him. So he was found in his pickup truck in the middle of the street, slumped over with his head blown off, well, out. His wife was in the truck with him. They allowed for her to leave. When questioned for her records, she said that she saw who did it. But when it came time for witnesses and came time to go to court, no one saw anything. No one knows anything. There were no shells. There were bullets, but there were no weapons to connect the bullets to. So the whole town pretty much rallied together in silence to protect the killers of Mr. Ken Rex McElroy. And then it goes into like the whole history of McElroy and what he did in the town and different people that he assaulted. They said he's allegedly a pedophile. He was harassing different people. Even I think the former marshal wound up quitting because he was threatened by him. It just got out of hand, and the town had just said, "We're going to become Batman," and ended it. It's a pretty interesting documentary. It's a pretty interesting story. People can come together for certain things and get it
When was
done
this?
with swiftness. So I guess it all depends on what the subject is and what you're coming together for. But, there is a union amongst us humans, some of us anyway. Pretty interesting documentary.
Yeah,
And,
when did this happen?
Oh, I forgot the year, Adam.
Okay, I was just curious.
But I want to say it was like the 80s.
Okay,
If I remember, it was like the early 80s.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, to this day, there are people that are still not talking about the situation because I think there may be like 3 people that are still alive from that time that participated in that murder.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that was the film that I saw. And then, of course, I'm still watching Harlem. I started watching again part of the Star Trek series, Picard, on Paramount Plus. And Picard is basically a spinoff of the Star Trek with Jean-Luc Picard as the captain. He has his own spinoff. And this is the 3rd season of his spinoff, which is going to end. And that's going to be the end of his run with Star Trek. And I'm still watching Mayfair Witches. And yeah.
Nice.
And Last of Us, like you already mentioned.
Nice. I'm not going to do my review on Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'll wait till one of you all see it so I can do it in tandem. But I will say it's a long movie, but it was good. I thought it was good. Anyway.
How did you end up watching it? Because you don't
Wait.
go to these movies by yourself.
I did. One of my friends wanted to go.
Okay.
So wait. Just tell us this one thing. Do we need to stay until after the credits are over?
I can tell you.
Because he didn't stay.
I
Come
asked my friend.
on.
Asked my
We knew
friend.
Steven wasn't going to stay.
Ask my friends. Are you one of the people that wait till after the credits? No, I said good. Let's go.
For a Marvel movie, you must stay till after the
We
credits.
said we'll see it on YouTube.
That's what I say too. I'm with you. Unless my wife says let's watch the credits, I'm like I'll see what it is online.
Right, yeah, but yeah, it was good for what it was. Harlem. I finished Harlem over the weekend. I finished the series. It was really good. Fresh Prince of Bel Air is back. Bel Air, the dramatic series, is back. First episode, really good. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah. Anything coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, the one thing that popped up on my radar, and I'm a little out of the loop, is this movie called Operation Fortune. It's a Guy Ritchie movie with Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, Hugh Grant, a bunch of other famous people, and it just looks like one of those, like, if you know a Guy Ritchie movie, you're along for the adventure and some crazy antics and some wackiness and a fun all around movie. So I don't know if it'll be good, but that comes out this week and it's on my radar.
Nice. What you, Chike?
Yeah, I don't really have anything that I'm looking forward to. Just looking to see what's gonna pop up. I haven't been wowed. I haven't been wowed by anything.
Creed is the big one coming out too. I haven't seen any of the other Creeds, but I don't know if anyone has excitement about that.
I'm excited about Creed. I think it comes out this weekend. Yeah.
That you're excited about it?
Yeah, I like the other ones, so.
I tell you about that. What's amazing to me, if anyone knows the story of Sylvester Stallone and what he went through to get Rocky made, just to see, from the nuts and bolts of the beginning of getting Rocky made to getting it made to now see his franchise grow into what it is now.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, who aren't, because I'm still going to use the word woke. If you're not woke, then you don't know that Creed is a part of the Rocky franchise.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan, he's directing. He makes his directorial debut in this one, and so it's supposed to be really good. So we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you as always for letting us know what to spend our time and money on and whatnot. And see you next week. Right back after this.